Critical Role runs out of Exandria to explore, Castlevania Nocturne drops an amazing new trailer, and has Baldur's Gate 3 finally been dethroned?
Hail to the king, baby.
Welcome to Fantasy News Friday, our weekly look back at all the big news in the tabletop and fantasy worlds that's not quite big enough for a single video. This week we're checking in on Critical Role, checking out that new Assassin's Creed tabletop RPG, and a few other cool bits. Remember, if you like these kinds of weekly news rundowns, be sure to like and subscribe so we can keep making them. Now,
News Team, assemble!
Critical Role has officially made history of a sort, as Bell's Hells is now fully exploring the Shattered Teeth, which is, of course, the last area of Exandria that has yet to be fully featured in a Critical Role campaign. The party has learned that the Titans of Earth and Fire are apparently buried somewhere in the Shattered Teeth, and now they are fully preparing to board an actual ghost ship to try and make their way from island to island, as one does in a fantasy campaign. All of this is kind of important, as it reinforces the idea that Exandria, or at least this era of Exandria, is coming to an end, now that Matt has had a chance to take his players to just about every corner of the world. And we will note that, yes, there are little areas that haven't been visited yet, but you know, the broad continents and the broad regions, Matt's visited them all, and it's either time to move on to a new continent or a new world, or time to do a time jump and radically shake things up. You know, that, of course, is assuming that Predathos doesn't eat reality first. Yes, we know he's only supposed to eat gods, but who knows what that entails. Hey, speaking of Critical Role, Chetney almost died this week of old age. So, just a little fun side note here, Travis rolled a 98 on Chetney's old age check, and you may remember that if Chetney rolls a 100, he's dead! Honestly, old age checks, they're a great mechanic in tabletop RPGs. I actually use one in my Pathfinder campaign, and the DC goes up by 1 every time the old man, who is a psychic criminal accountant, gets knocked out in combat. He's up to like a DC of 5 right now, so one of these days he'll probably just not wake up.
I'm getting too old for this sound that comes from this gas pipe.
Netflix has released the latest trailer for the new Castlevania series, this one focusing on Richter Belmont and the French Revolution. Castlevania Nocturne features Richter Belmont, who is a very different kind of monster hunter than his ancestor, as this Belmont wields both weapons and magic to destroy his enemies, and he basically appears to be some kind of unstoppable death machine, which I guess is appropriate when your great-grandpa literally killed death in the last season of the show. Still no Alucard to be seen. He's lurking, we know that. But this looks like a great follow-up to the first Castlevania series, and you know, perfect timing too, because it comes out later this month, just in time for spooky season.
I'm so startled.
As expected, Starfield has knocked off Baldur's Gate 3 as the hottest game on Steam, with about 1 million concurrent players racing their way through the galaxy on either Steam or Xbox. Only about 363,000 people are playing Baldur's Gate 3 on Steam right now, although we don't have numbers about the PS5 release, which probably will even things up a little bit. Still, RPGs, they're big in video games. Go figure.
Shall we play a game?
And finally, pre-orders for the Assassin's Creed tabletop RPG is now live. CMON has revealed a few more details about its initial lineup of books, including that it will include 3 core rulebooks, one with the rules, one with adventures, or as they call them, sequences, and a third focusing on all the Assassin's Creed main characters from over that franchise run. The game can be pre-ordered now with a planned release of October 2024.
Can't wait!
So, what was your favorite news story of the week? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.